Hello everyone, welcome back to Code Crafted. So today we are going to create a NestJs project using our NestJs official documentation and our friend ChatGPT. So this will be a simple tutorial and we'll be just creating a simple project, and later on in this course we are going to develop a fully functional project where we'll be having the functionalities of task management, where we'll be creating a task, updating a task, and all the other CRUD applications, CRUD APIs that we'll be creating. So yeah, let's get straight into it. We are here in the official documentation, and here it's uh, it's actually a very easy to read documentation and it's very straightforward. So in the setup portion of it, it has clearly stated that first we need to install our uh, NestJs command line interface, and then with the help of this nest command, we have to create our new project. So the command is nest new, and we have to give the project name here. So our project, we are going to make name it as task management. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let me close it. Okay, so I've already created a project structure here where I have called given this folder name as NestJs demo, and this is residing in my G drive. So I'll be opening command prompt here. Okay, and then what I'll be doing is I'll be heading over to the documentation. I'll be just copying the first line and I'll be pasting it here and I'll be pressing enter. So what this will do is this will install our NestJS command line interface for us, which will then help us to create the project and so on and so forth. Also, an additional thing to note is that before installing this, we have to have Node.js installed in our system. So if any of you doesn't have it installed already, please go ahead and install that first. And if you need any help on that, our friend ChatGPT is there. And even if you're facing any difficulties in that, you can just comment down in the comment section, and I'll be sure to help you. Okay, so we have installed NestJS command line interface. We'll go back to documentation, and we know the command is nest new and project name. So let's type it out, nest new, and our project name will be task management, like I said before. So let me give it the name as management. So here it is asking me which package manager would you like to use. Like those of you who are familiar with package managers, in Java and Spring, we have our Maven as the dependency management. Similarly, for Nest.js, we have three different package managers here: npm, yarn, and pnpm. So I think any of them would do just fine. I think the most popular is npm, and nowadays the popular is yarn. But yeah, npm I think is the way to go here. So I'll just select npm. Okay, so we can see here it has created a lot of things. It has created nest CLI.json. It has created ESLint, rc.js, prettier rc. Nest CLI JSON, package JSON, README file. It has created a README file. It has created tsconfig, build JSON, tsconfig JSON. It has created app controllers. So spec is something that is referred to as the unit testing file in when it comes to Nest.js. So whenever you see a .spec.ts, that usually means that it is a unit testing file. So we are not going to cover unit testing in this project, but surely, if request comes in through comments, or like you can reach out to me, so I'll be adding on to this series with the unit testing module as well. So basically in Nest.js we have our three main parts are there. One is the module, then there is the controller, and then there is the service. So these three modules have been these three essential parts has been created. Then there's our main file, main.ts. Then there's the specs, and yeah, I think we can ignore that as of now. So as we can see, installation is still in progress. Let it give it some time. Okay, so it has completed the installation. It has successfully created our project task management. Then it has given some get started with the following commands: cd task management, npm run start. So cd, like if you're aware, is in Linux we use it to change directory. Cd stands for change directory. And since currently we are in the NestJs demo folder, and here the project has been created, and the project is in the name of task management. So when we do cd task management, we enter the folder. It's like double clicking on task management. And if I show you the folder here, see, task manager folder is created. If I click on double click on it, this will open. This has created all the files necessary for it to run our application. So yeah, and coming back to npm run start, so we know that we have used npm as the package manager here. And npm comes like gives us like quite a lot of useful commands that we can run to manage our project. So npm run start, what it does is, actually there's a script called start, if you like, which I will explain later on. So npm run is the command which will run the script start, and this will start your project. It will start the server of your project, and your project will be live. Okay, so by just running two simple commands, NestJs has created the task management project, and this is a fully functional project, so that we are going to modify for our use. So let's go ahead and explore the files that NestJs has created for us. We are going to use VS Code editor for this. So I'm just going to click on open with code, and this opens my Visual Studio Code, and I can see my project successfully from here. So I'll be also creating a separate tutorial on VS Code setup and the extensions that I'm using. So those who have not doesn't have VS Code installed in the system, just simply go ahead and install them for now, and don't worry about extensions or anything. Just to continue with the course, later on I'll be adding that video. So yeah, let's go ahead and explore the file. So we can see here, but there is a dist folder here, which there's a node modules folder, there's src, there is test, and there is all these sorts of files. So like I mentioned before, there are three main parts of NestJs application. That is the controller, then there's module, there is service. So let's go ahead and see what is there in app controller.ts. So we see here that we are using the annotation at the controller. This is an app controller where we are dependency injecting our app service here, and we see a simple API get API here, which returns API service dot get hello. I'm going to control click on this, and I'm going to open the app service get hello service method here, which returns a simple string hello world. And if I go to my module here, in my module I'll see the everything is defined, like my controllers that I'll be using. It is an array where all my controllers will be listed. So I have one controller for now, app controller is there, then the provider app service is there. There are no imports as of now. And if I go to my main.ts, so this is the application start point. This is our main file, and we see here three lines are there. One is we are creating the our nestjs application using the nest factory method, which is imported from nestjs code package, and we are making it to listen on port 3000. So 3000 is the port where our code would be running. We can like go ahead and change it to any number, but for now I'll just keep it as 3000, and that will start my application in port 3000, localhost 3000. So yeah, let me open my terminal here. So if you can see, this is a terminal, and how I opened the terminal was I clicked control and the button above the tab. So, and if you don't know the shortcuts yet, you can obviously go and click on terminal here, and you can open new terminal. This will also open terminal for you. So I'm just going to, in my command prompt, I have gone through before. So there were two commands that were suggested by Nest itself. So the first one was cd task management. We are already in our VS Code, and we are already in set task management. And the second command that is suggested was npm run start. So like I said, it will run the script start, and what I meant by that was, if you see package.json here, this is our package.json. It contains all the dependencies of our project. So if you see, there's a scripts part here, where you will see there is also a start script. So this is the command nest start that will run when we run this script. So this is the command that is used to making our project live. So let me just run npm run start and press enter. Okay, so task management at the rate 0.0.1. So this is the version that is coming from our package.json. We can obviously change it as per your requirement, and it has run the command nest start coming from the start script. So few things have been logged in our console here. Starting nest application, our dependencies have been initialized, our controller has one, there's one get API like I shown you that has been mapped, and our server is live. So let's go ahead and test it. We can hit our API from our browser. So okay, so I'm in my browser and I'll just go ahead and type in HTTP, that is our server. Then we are going to give localhost 3000 and we are going to give slash. So let's see what happens if I don't give slash. So it initially takes slash as the default endpoint. So even if you give slash, that doesn't matter. Still our hello world is getting printed from our NestJs application. So as we can see, this is a fully fledged, fully functional project that Nest has given us to work upon as our base project. So in the next video, we are going to modify this. We are going to go each over, like we are going to create the CRUD APIs for our task management, and also in the further videos we are going to have our Postgres data setup, we'll have our DB setup done, and we'll be connecting to the real database. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Thanks for